Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over towards the Bastion farm. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today we're going to be going over the Bastion multi-farm. This is going to be using a combination of mining and herbalism in order to gain the herbs and ores which you can get from Bastion. I am currently using the farm within Worth It for the Vigil's Torch because I found that this one was the best one for just pairing mining and herbalism together. I tend to find that most herbalism farms coalesce quite well with mining farms. So aside from all of that, what did I actually get for this actual farm? After pretty much going around the entire zone, I actually managed to get a hold of, we'll go into our edit mode, we can actually open our bags, and in an hour's worth of farming, we managed to get a hold of Death Blossom 520 of those for 3,678 gold, as well as a load of Elithium ore, which is 40 of that for 4,541 gold. Leystrite ore, 520 of that for 6,200 gold. Poor Nightshade for 24 of those for 612 gold, as well as Porous Stone, 124 for 21 gold, as well, and along with that we do have one that has gone up quite considerably in value, and that is Rising Glory. Now Rising Glory is the specific item or herb that you can actually get from Bastion alone, and I got 420 of those for 16,808 gold. I don't know why Rising Glory is valued so high at the moment. I was actually trying to have a look on what was actually going about with all of this, but other than that, the prices for it are pretty stable at this moment in time, so I can't really figure out where the actual value is coming from, where it's just more of it's a realistic value. Now, aside from that, we actually got some shaded stone, 8 of those for 17 gold, and selenium ore, which is the mining equivalent for Rising Glory for Bastion. So it's the ore that is only farmed within this actual zone for Bastion, and it came in at around about 8,917 gold. Really happy with all of that. It's doing really well, and as a grand total, I managed to get around about 40,800 gold within an hour's worth of farming. That is pretty dang awesome, and it's definitely the best farm I've had to date, especially as its current content. Like 40k per hour current content is like pretty awesome. Now if I can sell that on, I reckon I'll lose around about 5,000 gold's worth of value just trying to sell it all. But aside from all of that, 40k per hour on a current content farm is really good. This is actually pretty insane. I am going to put the Worth It export for my farm down in the description if you want to import it yourself within Worth It and value it on your server to see how much you can roughly get. Just doing an hour's worth of farming of this is pretty insane at the moment. I'm probably going to continue farming this after I've finished recording this video, because yeah, I can't really scoff at it. Like a few hours and I've got 120k, like 3 hours is 120k. That's pretty good for a standardized gold farm, and I can't really complain all that much. That's pretty awesome for overall. So just one thing of note when you're flying around Bastion, when you're trying to actually do this farm, is there are quite a lot of aggro-y mobs around, so you will get a little bit snackerjacked with all of that stuff, so just be prepared for all of that. So aside from all of that, guys, that is basically the farm. It's one of those ones where you can pretty much do it quite easily, but just be prepared when you get to the top end of the map that there are some high dense mobs which can hit pretty hard. So if you're not a druid with Shadowlands Gathering, or you've not got the Sky Golem with Shadowlands Gathering, then you might gonna have a little bit of an issue when you get towards that area. I tend to use my Shadow Meld to go in and out of combat, so if a load of mobs just run towards me, we can actually just do that. So we would just pretend something's there. This guy's gonna come and attack me, and obviously I can't actually mine anything. So what I'll tend to do is I will come out of my flight form, obviously, and then I'll Shadow Meld, and then I'll immediately go back into my flight form, and for a split second that guy won't be able to pick up on me just coming out of Shadow Meld, which just makes it a lot easier to just go back into my flight form and carry on with my farm. Now, as I stated in previous videos, I do run counterclockwise, so I go around like this, I go around like that, so counterclockwise, whereas a lot of other people will go clockwise. I find that going counterclockwise gives me a better yield as I'm going opposite to all the other players, and that means that I can get quite a decent amount of gold for my time invested. There was literally no competition when I was doing this, which was quite surprising, to be quite honest. I'm used to having Bastion completely flooded, but this could be a reason why why the gold per hour is quite high, that there's not many people actually farming this area. So aside from all of that, I think the biggest competition at the moment is marrow roots, even still. So with this farm at the moment, for me on Argent Dawn, there's not a lot of competition for Rising Glory and Selenium ore. I'd definitely check it out moving forward. Aside from all of that, guys, if you want to support the channel, then please feel free to jump over toward the Patreon. I do have my TSM streams all updated within the Patreon, as well as the Worth It report, which is a nice little snippet every week for you guys to read up on certain specific topics within the realms of gold making. Other than that, guys, have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.